Hello, this is another example, one more example for finding the inverse of a non-singular matrix by using the elementary row operation. Alright, you have to watching the previous two videos before you watching this video. This video is for you to enhance your skill and your concept of using elementary row operation to finding the inverse of matrix. So you have to see the flow of the elementary row operation again so that you can understand better. So this is your matrix. So if you want to use elementary row operation, you must write in the form of augmented matrix. Alright? Augmented matrix. So your duty here is you have to, from A, this is your matrix A and this is your identity, and everything you do and undergo the elementary row operation, the ERO, to get an identity on the left hand side, and everything here will become A inverse on the right hand side. So look at this question here. Okay, as you remember, I remind again, you must watching the first two videos before watching this video. So the step I'm going to use here will be to make this become 1 and this 2 become 0. Alright, we go column by column. Let's go to the first column. 1, 0, 0. So you have to make this become 1. Alright, it's already become 1. So you can skip the step 1, right? Because it's already 1. So now you have to make this 2 become 0. And this is already 0, right? This is already 0. And this one is not 0. So this is already 0. So you have to make this 2 become 0. So means this is already 0. So you're not going to modify this row. So, okay. Now, which operation I should use? This is, you refer to the previous video. For this row to become 0, you have to refer, this 2 becomes 0, you have to refer to the row 1. So you are using the third operation. So means that I take the row 3, refer to row 1. If this is not 0 also, for this you have to take the row 2, modify row 2 and row 1. So now these 2 refer to row 1. So what is the value here? So negative 1 will become plus 1, right? You take the row 3 plus with row 1. So this is the way. So the one that are not modified is row 1, 1, 3, 0, 1, 0, 0, and row 2 is not modified. So 0, negative 1, 4, 0, 1, 0. Right? So now going for row 3. Right? This is your row 1, row 2, row 3. It's between row 3 and row 1. Row 3 and row 1. For this, you take negative 1 plus 1, you have 0. Right? You have 0. Negative 2 plus 3. Right? Negative 2 plus 3. Row 3 and row 1. Right? For this. So negative 2 plus 3, you have 1. Right? Negative 2 plus 3, you have 1. 5 plus 0, you have 5. 0 plus 1, you have 1. 0 plus 0, row 3 and row 1. Right? 1 plus 0, 1. Right? So now you have done. You have making this become 0. Right? It becomes 0. So now I'm done. Now the third step is making this become 1. You're making this become 1, you can use two types of operation. When you want to make something become 1, so you have to use interchanging, or you take the row, multiply with another constant, right? Okay, let's see. For this, have to become 1. How to make this become 1? You just multiply a negative 1, you will become 1, right? So it means that you take the second row, modify. I'm not going to interchange. Okay, it's okay if you want to interchange. Alright, it's the same thing. Because why? Either this operation or this operation, if you want to make something become 1. Right? If you want to make something become 0, then you use this operation. You take the row y plus with k another row. Right? So now you want to either this one. Both is okay. So because if you multiply with negative, this one become 1 also. Or if you interchange, this is also 0, interchange, this will become 1. So either one. Okay, if you're lazy to think, you just interchange. You interchange the row 2 with row 3. Okay, or you yourself can try multiply with negative. Okay, the final outcome will still be the same. So now interchange 130, 100. So in interchanging, so becomes 0, 1, 5, 1, 0, 0. Right, interchange between row 2, now row 1, row 2, row 3, row 2 and row 3. So 0, 1, 5, 1, 0, sorry, 1, 0, 1, right, 1, 0, 1. So 0, negative 1, 4, row 2, go to row 3. Be careful while you're copying the numbers. So, okay, done. You have made this become 1, right? So now you have to make this 2 become 0, right? You have to make this 2 become 0. Fourth step, the fourth step. So you want to make something become 1. You want to make something become 0. Make 0. Just remember this way. So now continue. All right. You want to make something become 0, right? So it's from row 1. This is from row 3. So you want to modify the row 1. You want to modify the row 3. You're using this operation when you want to make something become 0. So you take the row 1 and the row 3, copy back and refer to row 2. Why? Because row 2 is already 1, right? This 2 become 0, refer to row 1 because already 1 for the row 1. So it's always have the same pattern here. So what is the number that you must do here? Very easy. If you see there is a positive 3 here from row 1, you take it become negative 3. If they see a negative 1 here, it will become positive 1. So mean plus. So which row is not modified? Row 1, row 2 is modified. Row 2 is not modified. So row 2, you copy back. This is now your row 1, row 2 and row 3. So copy back. Here will be 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 5, 1, 0, 1. Right? 1, 0, 1. Now go one by one for row 1. You can pause the video now. You can pause the video and try. Right? You can try. So row 1 and row 2. So be careful while you're doing this. Now it's between row 1 and row 2, right? Row 1 and row 2. So one by one, 1 and 0 for this, right? 1 and 0, you have 1 here, right? So 3 and 1, row 1 and row 2, right? Row 1 and row 2, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 minus 3 times 1, you have 0. Go for this, you have 0 and 5, right? 0 and 5. 0 here, 0 minus 3 times 5, right? So you have negative 15. Negative 15, be careful. So negative 15 followed by this. So this will be between 1 and 1, right? 1 and 1. So 1 and 1. 1 minus 3 times 1, right? 1 minus 3 times 1. So you have negative 2, right? Negative 2. So be careful while you are doing this. Double check every time you do. So row 1 and okay. So now go for this one. So it's between row 1 and row 2. 0 and 1. 0 minus 3 times 1. So you have negative 3 here. Alright? Okay, done for this. Now go for now we go for the second, the third row and the second row. The third row and the second row, you add up, okay? Add up, tambah saja. The third row plus with row 2, 0 plus 0, you have 0. Negative 1 plus 1 definitely will become 0 because you're setting to be these two become 0, right? So now for this 4 plus 5, right? 4 plus 5, row 2 and row 3 plus row 2. So 4 plus 5, you have 9, right? You have 9. So one by one, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, 0 plus 1, 1, right? You see carefully, 0 plus 1, 1, 1, 1. So, done. Now you have done, right? So, can you see that? 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Now go for, this is negative 15. So now you have to make sure this become 1, right? Become 1. So make 1, either these two. Interchange, tukar, sesuai tak? Is it suitable? Tukar. If you tukar, the 1 will came back here. You have spoiled the process because you already make this become 0, right? Once you interchange, you destroy, you spoil the process. So the best is you multiply by something. 9, right? 9. How to make 9 become 1? So you have to multiply with 1 over 9, right? 1 over 9. So means that the third row that you want to modify, you have to multiply with 1 over 9 of the third row, right? Never mind, one slowly. When you learn mathematics slowly, you will know many things, right? So there is a number missing here, right? Negative 2. So let's double check again. So it's now for this is between negative 2, right? Negative 2 for this is between row 1 and row 2, right? Row 1 and row 2 means row 1 and row 2, 1 and 1. 1 and 1 you have negative 2. For this one, you have 0 and 0. Sorry, here will be 0, right? Here will be 0. And for this 0 and 1, 0 and 1, negative 3. Yes. So negative 2, 0, negative 3, right? So row 1, maintain. And for the row 2 also maintain 0, 1, 5, 1, 0, 1. On the negative 15, negative 2, 0, negative 3. Okay, be careful while you're doing this. Double check every time. 1 over 9. 0 is 0. 1 over 9 times 0 is 0, 1, right? Definitely will be 1. So here become 1 over 9, 1 over 9, 1 over 9. Multiply by 1 over 9. Alright, you have reached 1, right? So you have done for this. Now go for the last one. Sekaligus, serentak, simultaneously, these two become 0. Okay, have to be very careful while you're doing this. There are many students doing careless here, even though they understand the concept. So now which row that you want to modify? These two rows, because you want to make these two become 0. So the one that you are not modify is, okay, this is, you want to modify the row 1, row 2, row 3. You want to modify the row 1. You want to modify the row 2. Okay. Then you will use the third operation. You want to make something become 0, the third operation. So refer to another row, the row 1 and the row 2 must refer to row 3, right? These two 0 refer to row 3. These two 0 refer to row 1. These two 0 refer to row 1. Okay or not? These two 0 refer to row 2. Like that. Right? That's the pattern. So row 1 and row 3 now. Now for this negative 15, right? Row 1. So it becomes plus 15. As easy as that. This one 5, right? Positive 5, negative 5. Okay, if you carry out, you're very careful, you carry out, finally you will have your solution. Okay, you can pause the video and try. So now let's move on. So this is your 0, 0, 1. 1 over 9, 1 over 9, 1 over 9. Right? Okay, let's go one by one. So now you 1, 0. Definitely this one becomes 0. If you don't want to use calculator, you can straight away write 0. Because the setting here is 0. Negative 15. Row 1 and row 3, right? Be careful. Row 1 and row 3 now. Row 1, row 3. Negative 15 and 1. Negative 15 plus 15 times 1. You will get 0, right? Now it's negative 2 and 1 over 9. For this. Negative 2 and 1 over 9. So it means negative 2 plus with 15 from the row 3 is 1 over 9. So negative 2 plus 15 over 9, right? So you have negative 1 over 3 here. Negative 1 over 3. Okay, one by one. So now go for this one. So it's between 0 and 1 over 9, right? 0 and 1 over 9. So 0 plus 15, 1 over 9 is 15 over 9, right? 15 over 9. Okay, later you look at this one, negative 3 and 1 over 9, right? Negative 3 and 1 over 9, row 1 and row 3. Row 1 and row 3. So you take negative 3 from row 1 plus with 15 of 1 over 9 from row 3. So it's negative 3 plus with 15 over 9, right? And 3 plus with 15 over 9. Then you have negative 4 over 3, right? Negative 4 over 3. Wow, it's very tired while doing this for you, okay? Hope you get something. So now, look at the second row now. This is done. So now go for the second row. Second row is this one. So second row now is between the second row and the third row, right? The second row and the third row. So this definitely this one is 0, 1. This one, you without calculating, you know this one is 0. Alright, so now go for second row and third row. Second row and third row. Okay, second row and third row. So for this second row and third row, so you have 1 and 1 over 9, right? 1 minus with 5, 1 over 9. So you will get how many? 9 over 9. You will get 4 over 9, right? Here you have 4 over 9. Okay, and for this you have 0 and 1 over 9. 0 minus 5, 1 over 9 is negative 5 over 9, right? Whew, very tired, right? 1 and 1 over 9. 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 times 1 over 9. It's the same thing. You will get 4 over 9, right? So 4 over 9, negative 5 over 9, and 4 over 9. So finally, you have reached identity for the left hand side. From the right hand side, it become the left hand side. So automatic, this will become your inverse matrix, right? Inverse matrix. So you state your inverse matrix here. So what is your inverse matrix, right? So your inverse matrix, you have to state back. Your inverse matrix is same as negative 1 over 3, 15 over 9. Simplify. 15 over 9 is 5, 3, 15, 3, 3, 9. Negative 4 over 3, 4 over 9, negative 5 over 9, 4 over 9, 1 over 9, 1 over 9, and 1 over 9. So this will be your answer for the inverse matrix of this matrix A. Alright, so you can check your answer by using this calculator. Okay, so while you're watching the video for elementary operation, every time you watch a section, you pause, you do something so that you won't feel boring. You see the flow, and later you can solve the problem easily. So now is to introduce you how to using matrix, right? So I reintroduce again. For example, you have mode. Okay, this is your normal, right? Mode. So you have to choose the menu here and go for number 4. Okay, number 4. So matrix A. So 3 by 3 matrix. So key in this matrix, right? Key in this matrix, very easy. So you key in 1 equal 3 equal 0 equal 0 equal negative 1 equal 4 equal negative 1 equal negative 2 equal 5 equal. Okay, done. So now option again, you want to find the inverse. Alright, find the inverse. So you're choosing the 3 and pressing this button here. So you have you can double check, right? Double check so that you're happy. Negative 1 over 3, see the number here, negative 1 over 3, pressing this arrow, 5 over 3, right? 5 over 3, pressing again, negative 4 over 3, yes, correct. So go for 4 over 9 and go for negative 5 over 9, 4 over 9, 1 over 9, 1 over 9, and 1 over 9. Alright, so I have to all the best. Hope you can understand the usage of elementary row operation. Okay, see you.